which means that the semiconductor that we are going to create is actually which type, which will be the type. If whole value is greater, then which will be the type of the sample? Or what will be the type? നിങ്ങൾ റെസ്പോണ്ട് ചെയ്യണം, അല്ലാതെ നമുക്ക് ഈ സെഷൻ മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകില്ല കേട്ടോ. പ്ലീസ് റെസ്പോണ്ട്. Yes. So the first part is over. You understood that this is going to be a p-type sample. അല്ലെ? ആ ഒരു പാർട്ട് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ this is actually you are getting 2 marks from that itself. അല്ലെ? ആ ഒരു ടൈപ്പ് പറയുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ you are getting 2 marks. So how this is actually a common type of question that is usually asked. So you got the type of the sample, and now you know certain other values also that I will start writing here. Yes. You got the type as p-type. So the first part is over. So in the second part, you are asked the electron and hole concentrations. For that, at first we need to find the net doping value. Net doping in the sense, net doping means how will you find the net doping? What is mean by net doping? Effective doping എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഈ കേസിൽ എന്തായിരിക്കും? What will be the effective doping value? What is going to be the effective doping value? എന്തായിരിക്കും? Na you have, Nd also you are having. Na is acceptor. Acceptor means holes. Na value is 2 into 10 raised to 16. The same time Nd value you are having it as 1 into 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube per centimeter cube. So net doping will be a greater value minus the smaller value. That is Na minus Nd will give you the net doping. So its value will be, what will be the value? 1 into 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube. 1 into 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube. This will be the net doping. And this will be equal to which value? ഈ വാല്യൂ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്തായിരിക്കും? 1 into 10 raised to 16 effectively എന്താണ്? ഇത്രയും എന്താണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഉള്ളത്? This is which type of carrier? 1 into 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube. What is the type of the carrier? ഏത് carrier ആയിരിക്കും ഇത്? Whether it is electrons or holes. നമ്മളിത് ഓൾറെഡി ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്ത ടൈപ്പ് അല്ലേ? പ്ലീസ്. ഉറപ്പാണോ? എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇലക്ട്രോൺസ് നിങ്ങൾ പറയുന്നത്? ഐ ഡിഡ്ന്റ് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്. സി ഇതിനകത്ത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇത് ഈ കൺസെപ്റ്റ് കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ലെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. സി വി ആർ ഹാവിംഗ് 2 types of dopants. ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ വി ആർ ഹാവിംഗ് 2 types of dopants. One is boron atoms, that is 2 into 10 raised to 16. You know that if you are doping with boron atoms, you are going to get holes. Okay, since it is a p-type material, you are going to get holes. And if you are doping with phosphorus, which is a pentavalent impurity, you will be getting electrons. Now you already know that 2 into 10 raised to 16 is always greater than 1 into 10 raised to 16. So effective value will be acceptors or holes. Holes ആയിരിക്കും effective value. ഇത് രണ്ടും കൂടെ കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്താൽ സബ്സ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ what you are having is, what is left behind is holes. Holes are the majority carriers in p-type. Otherwise അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയാം the type is already mentioned as p-type. So what will be the majority carriers that you are going to get? You are obviously going to get holes, which means that Na minus Nd will be giving you the value of holes, P0. Fine. You will be getting the value of P0. Since we know that the whole value is greater, in case you know that Na value is greater than Nd value. This value is greater than Nd value. So P0, Na is greater, the net doping value will give you P0. If Nd is greater value, the net doping value will give you N0. But ഇവിടെ നമുക്കറിയാം, we know that our type is P. So you will be getting P0 as 1 into 10 raised to 16. P0 as 1 into 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube. That's how you get the value of P0. So P0 means whole concentration. equilibrium hole concentration. So രണ്ടാമത്തെ question, that is electron and hole concentrations, is the second part of your question. അതിൽ hole concentrations you got the value of hole concentrations. That value is 1 into 10 raised to 16 centimeter. Is that clear? Clear ആണ് ഈ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഇനി ഇത് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യില്ല ഞാൻ ഈ സെയിം ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമ്മൾ രണ്ടാമത്തെ തവണയാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Is this clear? Okay. Fine. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ you can find the value of electron concentration also. Now you know that this is P0. നമുക്ക് P0 കിട്ടി. Net doping വഴി നമുക്ക് you got the value of P0. In order to find the value of N0, you can directly use the mass action law. Mass action law നിങ്ങൾക്ക് directly use it. We know the expression. That is a very general expression that we use in almost all the questions from first module. That is N0 P0 is equal to Ni square. N0 P0 is equal to Ni square. And you can depend that. We are going to use the expression N0 P0 is equal to Ni square. In the question itself, you are given the value of Ni. Ni is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 per centimeter cube. Sometimes in questions it will not be given. Okay, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ silicon ആണ് sample എങ്കിൽ you take it as 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 per centimeter cube. Mostly it will be given. In question തന്നിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ you should remember this value. For silicon case നിങ്ങൾ അത് ഓർത്തിരിക്കുക. It will be 1.5 into 10 raised to 10. Mostly it will be given the question. And find the value of P0, N0. You know the value of P0. You know the value of Ni. Now you need to find the value of N0. Do that. See, ഇങ്ങനത്തെ questions എന്തായാലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉണ്ടാവും question paper. Find the value of P0. N0. N0 is equal to Ni square divided by P0. That is 1.5 into 10 raised to 10 whole square divided by P0 is 1 into 10 raised to 60. What is the answer? അങ്ങനല്ല, എനിക്ക് കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ ആണ്. നമുക്ക് ഞാൻ എപ്പോഴും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട് കോൺസെൻട്രേഷൻ എപ്പോഴും റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ് ഷുഡ് ബി ഒരു പോയിന്റ് 1.5 2.5 അങ്ങനെ പറയണം. So the answer should be 10 raised to powers ഒരു value. That will be the answer. Anyone? പെട്ടെന്ന് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട് എല്ലാവരും. ഓക്കെ, ആൻസർ അങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കും ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും അല്ലേ? ഫൈൻ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ആൻസർ ഈസ് 2.25 into 10 raised to, yes, that's correct. 2.25 into 10 raised to 4. 2.25 into 10 raised to 4 per centimeter. This is the answer. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചത്, but you are taking time. അപ്പം you understood this type of a question, right? Initially you should identify which is the type of material that is being doped. നമ്മൾ ഡോപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന മെറ്റീരിയൽ ഏതാണെന്ന് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുക, അത് ഏത് ടൈപ്പ് ആണെന്ന് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുക. ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയത് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൺലി ബിക്കോസ് വി നോ ദാറ്റ് ബോറോൺ ഈസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി എ പി ടൈപ്പ് ഇമ്പ്യൂരിറ്റി ആൻഡ് ഫോസ്ഫറസ് ഈസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി എൻ എൻ ടൈപ്പ് ഇമ്പ്യൂരിറ്റി. അത് അറിയാമെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഇത്രയും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂ. ഇഫ് വി നോ ദാറ്റ്, then you can do this question quite easily. Okay, so you now got the second part. First you identified the type of the sample, and the second part was to find the electron concentration and hole concentration. You got the electron concentration as this value, this N0, and you got the P0 value also. Hole concentration also you got it as P0 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 16. So that is also over. Now moving to the third part, that is to find the Fermi level position with respect to intrinsic energy level. That is what you are going to find. Now you know the type of the sample. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ടൈപ്പ് മനസ്സിലായി. You know the different concentrations also. So since you know the type of the sample, let me just take you through the energy band diagram. That is the usual energy band diagram. That is, we have our EC over here, This is the usual diagram that we draw every time. You have EV over here, and at the exact middle position, you would be having EI, that is the intrinsic energy level. And since the type of the material, this sample is going to be a p-type sample. So you will know that the position of Fermi level EF will be closer to EF position will be closer to, it will be closer to which value? ഏതിനോട് close ആയിരിക്കും? Yes, EF will be close to EV since it is a p-type material. നമ്മൾ already പറഞ്ഞു this sample is going to be a p-type material. If it is p-type, then the position of EF will be closer to EV. If it is going to be an n-type material, then its position will be near EF. Now you mark the position, and you need to find this difference. Actually, you need to find the difference. ഈ ഡിഫറൻസ് ഫൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ you need to depend upon some other equations. EI EF ഒക്കെ വരുന്ന ഒരു expression, you can take that. Previously you can just refer and find the value of EI minus EF. Just need to find the value of EI minus EF. Find it. ചെയ്ത ടൈപ്പ് തന്നെയാണ്. I just wanted to tell that this is a typical question that has been asked in question papers. ഇത് 2020 ചോദിച്ച ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറിലുള്ളതാണ്, December 2020. Everyone should do. Don't sit idle. I will just give the answer. Answer മാത്രമേ തരുള്ളൂ. I won't tell the steps since you have done this at least twice before. Anyone complete ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളൂ? You can type the answers also if you have finished with. Yes. What is the answer? One second. I haven't seen the answer. 1 second. 0.0321. No, it's not actually the given answer. Anyone else? ഒന്ന് ക്രോസ് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി വേറെ ആരെങ്കിലും? No, 0.249 അല്ല. Which is the expression that you have used? ഏത് expression നിങ്ങൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്തത്? ഇത് p-type sample ആയതുകൊണ്ട് it will be easy if you use the expression for P0. P0 expression use ചെയ്താൽ that will be better. Yes, 0.346 is almost correct. The right answer is 0.348. 0.346 is fine. Anyone else? Pranav ഒന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യണം, നിഖിൽ ഒന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്തേ. ധ്യാൻ ഏത് എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ? വിച്ച് വാസ് ദ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ദാറ്റ് യു യൂസ്ഡ്? P0 is equal to, ഇത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. P0 is equal to ധ്യാൻ.
P0 equal to Ni e raised to Ei minus Ef by kT.
Okay. So you can use that expression. P0 is equal to Ni into e raised to Ef minus Ei by kT. Can use this expression and find the value. Pranav and Nikhil. ബാക്കിയുള്ളവര് girls? No responses. നീഹ കിട്ടിയോ? പ്രണവ് ആൻഡ് നിഖിൽ കിട്ടിയല്ലേ? ഫൈൻ. നിഖിൽ, others? Ashwant, Anugrah. Okay, fine. Now you got that value also. You got the value as 0.346 or 8, whatever it be, 6 electron volt. So that will be the difference. You can mark that in the energy band diagram. That is 0.346 electron volt. So you mark that in the energy band diagram, and that will be your final answer. Fourth part plot the energy band diagram indicating the band edges EF, EI and band energy gap. Okay, one thing you can note, energy band gap, that is EG for silicon. EG in case of silicon will be 1.1 electron volt. EG for silicon will be 1.1 electron volt. If it is EG for germanium, it will be 0.67 electron volt. EG for silicon will be, EG means EC minus EV, this difference, the difference between EC and EV, this difference will be EG. In case of silicon, it will be 1.1 electron volt. In case of germanium, it will be 0.67 electron volt. You can just note that. Sometimes it will not be given in the question. You can use that also. So in this case, if you are asked, you are asked to find the difference between EC minus EI. EC minus EI, what will be you doing? If you are asked for difference between EC and EI, if you are asked for difference between EC and EI, what will be the step that you do? First of all, EC minus EV, this difference is 1.1 electron volt. So this difference will be E difference. What will be this value? E difference. If the entire difference, that is the full energy band gap, is 1.1 electron volt, what will be this value? That is EC minus EI will be divided by 2 means it will be 0.55. If you are asked for EC minus EI, you can write easily as 0.55 electron volt. Okay, in the case of silicon case, you just remember that also. So this question is pretty easy. Expression expressions use. One is a very easy expression, that is N0 P0 is equal to Ni square. With that expression, you could find the concentration values, electron concentration and hole concentration. And then by using the expression for P0 is equal to Ni e raised to Ef minus Ei by kT, you found the value of Fermi level difference. And since you know that the material is P-type, you could easily draw the energy band diagram also. Material P-type one initially identify, you can easily draw the value of, easily draw the energy band diagram. I mean the position of EF. Clear? This question is very simple. If you know this type of question, you can do this within 2 or 3 minutes itself. 8 marks. നിങ്ങളൊരു essay ഇതിന്റെ ഓപ്ഷൻ ആയിട്ട് ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന essay ആയിരിക്കും. അതെടുക്കാൻ അത് എഴുതാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറെ സമയം എടുക്കും. But this will be very easy for you. So these type of questions will be very handy if you are when you write for your examinations, university examinations. That's it. Is this question clear? Is this question clear? Okay, fine. So since that is the case, then let me just take you just to one more question. A question about the university type. It's very important that we do the university questions. Yeah, this will be good question. It's just ask for 3 mark question that you can write. The C, this 1C, this question. Yeah, this one. You can write the question. A silicon sample is doped with 10 raised to 16 boron atoms and a certain number of donors. It is actually, this question is told in some other way. A silicon sample is doped with 10 raised to 16 boron atoms and a certain number of shallow donors. The Fermi level is 0.36 electron volt above EI. Note that the Fermi level position is 0.36 electron volt above EI. EI ക്ക് മുകളിൽ 0.36 electron volt. What is the donor concentration ND? What is the donor concentration ND? What is the donor concentration ND? How will you do this question? This question നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ പോവാ? And here the reference that you can take is, you are told that Fermi level position is 0.36 electron volt above EI. If you are drawing, how will you say that? Fermi level position is 0.36 electron volt above EI means what will be the type of material? What will be the type? If the Fermi level position is above EI, yes, obviously it will be N type. It will be N type. The material will be N type that you got. Think one slide, it will be N type. Then it is doped with 10 raised to 16 boron atoms. Boron atoms means which type of impurity is that? Boron atoms means which type of impurity is that? Boron. Yes, acceptor. Acceptor or holes. Acceptor means holes. Holes on acceptor. Acceptor type of impurity. That's also correct. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇതിനകത്ത് നിങ്ങൾക്കുള്ള ഒരു ഇൻഫറൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, you are told that the material that you are going to get is an N-type material. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടാൻ പോകുന്ന മെറ്റീരിയൽ N type ആണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ഫ്രം ദ സെക്കൻഡ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫെർമി ലെവൽ പൊസിഷൻ ഈസ് 0.36 ഇലക്ട്രോൺ വോൾട്ട് എബോവ് EI എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റ് കൊണ്ട് യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റുഡ് ദാറ്റ് ദ മെറ്റീരിയൽ ദാറ്റ് യു ആർ ഗോയിങ് ടു ഗെറ്റ് ഈസ് N type. And second thing that you noted is that it is doped with 10 raised to 16 acceptor atoms. നമുക്ക് ആക്ച്വലി N-type മെറ്റീരിയൽ കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ we should not dope with, it's essential that we should dope it with donor atoms. അല്ലെ, donor atoms കൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ ഡോപ്പ് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ we are going to get an N-type material. And here we are asked to find the value of donor atoms. Okay, so have you written the question completely? I hope you have written the question. Okay. So material is N-type that you understood. You are given the acceptor concentration, that is Na value is given. Na value is given as 10 raised to 16 per centimeter cube. We know that in order to get an N-type material, if you need an N-type material, it should be doped with Nd. Nd ആണ് ഇവിടെ വേണ്ടത്. Okay, Nd should be there. That is, you effectively know that the concentration N0 will be, ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു, നിങ്ങൾ നേരത്തെ P0 എങ്ങനെ ഫൈൻഡ് ചെയ്തു? You found P0 as Na minus Nd, അല്ലേ? At that time I told that if you need to find N0, you should do Nd minus Na, because the concentration will be electron concentration. So in this case, since the material is n type, you can write the majority carrier concentration n0 will be nd minus na. nd minus na. In other words, since you are നിങ്ങളുടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്ത് ഫൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യാനാണ്, you need to find nd, you need to find nd. Can be written as, from this expression it can be written as n0 plus na. Can be written as n0 plus na. Now another clue that is given is, തന്നിട്ടുള്ള clue എന്താണ്, from that will be obtained from energy band diagram. EC, you have EV over here, and central you have EI, and the Fermi level position is said to be 0.36 electron volt above EI. That is 0.36 electron volt above EI means this difference is 0.36. Clear? The difference in 0.36 above EI എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ EI is actually the center position. It will be above 0.36. അല്ലെ, 0.36 മുകളിലോട്ട് മാറിയാണ് എന്തുള്ളത്, EF എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ലെവലുള്ളത് അല്ലെ. So which will be the expression that you are going to use? EF minus EI include in the expression you can use for finding n0. See, ഈ expressionly you need to find the value of nd. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് nd ആണ് വേണ്ടത്. Na you know that it is given in the question. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇനി വേണ്ടത് n0 ആണ്. You need to find n0, and for that the clue that is given is EF minus EI. You are given EF minus EI is equal to, it's given as 0.36. You find n0 by using this value. E value you see that you need to find the value of n0, and then you sum it with na, you will get nd value. കുറച്ച് ആലോചിക്കേണ്ടേ ഉള്ളൂ. You can do that. Okay, you do that for the next class. അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിങ്ങൾ വരുമ്പോൾ ഇത് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് വരിക. You just need to find the value of n0 first. അതിനുവേണ്ടി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് you can use this inference. EF minus EI is equal to 0.36 എന്ന് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. You can use that, and you identify the expression which contains EF minus EI and n0, and you find that, and you sum that with na, you will get the value of nd. Attendance, just type your number, type your roll number. Those who are marked can leave.